another busy weekend in West Hartford with 5 games in 4 days. From kicks to kills, Hawks Vision has it all in your weekly update. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the HartfordHawks.com Hawks Vision Weekly Update. I'm your host, Keith Arsenault. This past weekend, the women's soccer team closed out its home slate for the 2011 regular season, while the men's team returned to Al Marzouk Field after 2 weeks of away games. Thursday night, women's soccer hosting Maine and Sheila Begley finds Caitlin Alves on the left side, one-on-one with the keeper, and Alves beats her for her first goal of the night. Second half, Alves this time with the pretty move, dishing to Hamilton. Mary Beth Hamilton with the finish. Hawks go up 2-0 second half. Later on in the second half, Hamilton returning the favor, finding Caitlin Alves for the header, and the Hawks win 3-0 over Maine. Sunday, Senior Day, 6 seniors honored. Into the action, Amelia Pereira finding Alves for another header to give the Hawks the 1-0 lead. That would be all they needed, but later on, Chanel Johnson finding one of those seniors, Amanda Lobello, one-on-one with the keeper, left foot. Hawks win 2-0 over Vermont. Unbeaten at home in 2011, the Hawks will go on the road for their final 2 contests of the season, Thursday at Albany and then Sunday afternoon at Boston U. On to the men's game, Saturday night, Hawks hosting Vermont. Kevin Lewis almost scores on the header off the corner kick, but Patrick Boucher cleans things up. Hawks lead 1-0, however. Vermont triumphs 2-1. This DJ Edler head ball, 25 seconds left on the clock, sunk the Hawks. The Hawks did salvage 1 point on the week with a tie at New Hampshire on Tuesday afternoon. The Hawks are still looking for their first win in America East play in 2011. They get another chance Saturday night when they host UMBC. The Hartford cross-country teams in action over the weekend. Saturday morning, they ran in Albany at the America East pre-conference meet. Their America East championship is in 2 weeks and will be hosted by Albany. Both the men's and women's teams finished 9th overall out of 23 teams at the meet, and 6 Hawks set personal records. Back in West Hartford on Sunday afternoon, the volleyball team hosting Binghamton, they took a 2-0 lead, however, took until the 5th game before closing out the Bearcats 3-2, their second America East win of the season. With the win against Binghamton, the Hawks were able to bounce back from a loss at home to Albany on Friday night. The women have just 1 game in the upcoming week, Friday night at New Hampshire. It was a busy week for golf, with the men competing at the Connecticut Cup, and Wally Gonzalez finishing 3rd overall with a 216 over 3 rounds. For the women, Sarah Sidorenko finished 2nd overall at the Rutgers Invitational. Both the women and the men will finish up their fall schedules this week, the women at the Sacred Heart Invitational and the men down in North Carolina at the Old Dominion Invitational. It was a good week for tennis as the men topped Siena 4-3 on Wednesday, and for the women, Abby Liu took home the flight number 1 championship at the New England Championships. This week, the men wrap up play at the ITA tournament in Ithaca, New York, while the women host Holy Cross on Tuesday before heading to New Haven, Connecticut for the ITA tournament over the weekend. You may remember a few weeks ago, we highlighted the Hartford Hawks lacrosse team's Stash for the Cash fundraiser. On October 9th, the Hawks played in the Catamount Classic Lacrosse for a Cure tournament, which was the reason they were trying to raise money. Right now, Hawks Vision takes a closer look at the Catamount Classic.
It's great to be here. It's a great cause. You'll see all the Hartford guys. We all have mustaches. We do our own little spin on the Catamount Classic that we call Stash for Cash. So our goal this year was to raise $2,500. So I think it's a great event, and we're happy to be a part of it. But I think we have about $1,600 in cash that we brought with us, and as of the other day, I knew of a bunch of parents that have probably donated $500–600 online. So I just don't know what that final number is, but we're probably somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500.
Special thanks to the America East Conference for getting video footage and the interview with Coach Lawrence from the Catamount Classic. Well, that's all the time we have for this week on the Hawks Vision Weekly Update. Be sure to tune in next Monday for more on your Hartford Hawks. For HartfordHawks.com, I'm Keith Arsenault. Have a great week.